Hello everyone, in this video I am going to paint my roller skates. So the big question is, can I roller skate? And the answer is, kind of. Truth be told, I have always had issues with my balance, leading from my medical history, spinal fusion, all those lovely reasons as to why I probably should not be roller skating. But I've been learning how to roller skate for the past few months, just doing very small steps, building up my confidence, getting some exercise which I would not be doing otherwise, and very slowly improving my balance. My skill set includes moving forward, and that's about it. So long as I'm not lying on the ground, that's a win in my book. So what am I going to paint on my skates? One thing in particular that I love are, I have a small hobby of collecting old comic books, mostly the Disney comics from between the 1960s era to 1980s, 1990s. I love the vivid colours and the clean lines. It's just so beautiful and stands the test of time decades later. Since comic books are mostly associated with being retro as well as the roller skates, they kind of go well together anyway. So why not keep in the theme of that and just make my roller skates look like they've jumped out of a comic book. I've seen this done a dozen times on shoes in particular, and I just want to try it out on some skates. I'll also be using these Jacquard Lumiere paints in the halo and dual colours to do this project. Because the colours have these really nice iridescent metallic colours in them, I think it would just help the design pop a little bit more. I did use one of their different packs for an earlier video I did, which was painting a leather jacket and squat. So if you're curious about these products, I would recommend checking out that video too. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. We're starting off with the lightest colour, being this gorgeous metallic teal. The paint itself applied very easily, but it is quite sheer, so I will need to go in for a second coat later on. I didn't film this part, but before I got into the painting stage, I wiped off any dirt off the skates with a damp cloth. And if anyone is wondering what brand of skates these are, they are Impalas. I removed the printed text on the skates with some acetone beforehand to give it a clean base to paint on. You can kind of tell I am a beginner skater because my wheels look worn, but my toe stop still looks like it's brand new. One day I promise I will have the confidence to use the toe stops. I've had a handful of less than graceful crashes, but I always wear my protective gear when I go out. When thinking about protective padding, I really wanted to get something that was good quality, so I looked into getting the Moxie pad protective set. I've had them for a little while now and I really like them. They're quite comfortable and I do feel much safer in them than the other variations of pads that I've tried. So I wanted to put a little star design on the side of my boots, and a little trick I did to make sure this was consistent was from cutting a stencil and just roughly filling it in with some paint. And speaking of Moxie, this month I am a featured designer on their Teespring store. Myself and some other really great designers have their work available to purchase on a whole lot of products, and the profit margin from those sales is being split between the artist as well as being donated to underprivileged youth to help them get their first pair of skates. It has been an awesome experience so far, and at the same time I'm saving up for my own pair of Moxies. If the Rainbow Riders become available here, I am definitely getting a pair. Now this is the part where everything just starts to come together. Using the neo-opaque black and white colours that was also used in my previous video, I used a thin brush to create a clean outline around all the seams and edges of paint to bring the comic book style to life. To keep the lines consistent, I diluted the paint a little with some water to make sure it was nice and smooth to apply. After this, I went back in and drew a bunch of detail lines to just really create that comic book illusion. I have a habit of getting very carried away at this part, but I do it both in black and in white to create the illusion of light and shadow. Once it's been left to dry for a couple of days, they are ready to go. No doubt I'm going to scratch these up more as I keep learning, but for now they are so much fun to wear. This is a pretty short and sweet video, but I enjoyed making it and hope you found it interesting too. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day and I will see you later. Bye!